AGM coming in, and we're back. Greeny drops the soap, while Dane's dropping facts. Three's better than two if you understand the meaning. White boyed up, so we in a given Monday. Mercenaries and underwear, they can stay for Monday. I said any given Monday, baby.
Yo! Here we are. Boys, how are we? Freddie, Keno, special guest. Special Freddie, you want to introduce? Or?
No, you can. The
Special
champ's here,
guest.
though.
Yeah,
Champ's in the building.
Champ, we had to go back to the well. Figured last time he was on, numbers were high. The blood was flowing through the listeners, through the supporters. Big Buckets, Mitch Buckett back on. How are you, bud?
Yeah, good, mate. Good.
Ready to go for another ep. How you boys been?
Yeah, good, man.
Good week?
Got a lot of activities lately.
Yeah, I've been fucking here, there, everywhere. Fucking trying to change my life from being a fat, useless prick to sort of somehow doing some sort of fitness and running. And
Did you go for another shoot or something yesterday?
Nah.
Went down to the nets.
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Thanks for the invite, bro.
That was mother love.
He put it on the thing.
No, he didn't.
Bro, you don't have a license. How the fuck am I supposed
Fuck
to invite
off.
you anywhere? Cunt?
I'll just pull up in me fucking Merc, brother.
But no, yeah, Freddie and I went down the...
I was literally
down the
waiting
nets
for the fucking message today to say...
I thought I put it in the group.
Nah, you didn't, bro. All he said is, you said me and Kid are leaving now. That's all you said. And I'm like, where,
maybe you put it. Maybe you
so
sent
where are
it, maybe
these
you text me.
dogs going? Didn't even fucking tell me where they're going.
Yeah, well, Cal was down there too. It was like a Mitchy meet and greet. That you
Sick,
did,
yeah,
right?
it's all good. I didn't want to
So,
fucking come.
Mitch, these guys, recently we've been playing a bit of basketball,
Yeah.
and they
Freddie's
can,
like basketball #1 fan. these
they
days.
can
He
actually
thinks he
they can
hoop.
actually hoop. I can't. So I've been trying to fucking get some refs in so I can actually go against them. We play 1-on-1, bro. After 10 minutes, I'm dead on my ass. So I just lay in there, fucking like I've just been done a beep test.
Yeah, no. I'd be no good.
Yeah, you know good. But
At high school, like I'd throw my hat, like everything. I'd do everything at basketball. They do like in-house basketball.
Yeah.
I'd get the ball and run down the field, the ball the whole way because I was quick. Get to the end and just miss.
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck, this
Surely your offensive rebounds would be all right. You got a bit of fucking... You just miss a layup, rebound. Miss a layup, rebound.
Yeah, it's a good multi. double, no points.
and then we did cricket in the nets yesterday, and these boys can fucking play cricket as well.
Yeah, but Freddie can bat. His bowling is like baseball style, just slinging, just absolute chucking. So it was sort of easy to bat against because every time he tried to bowl pace, you just leave it because there's nowhere near the wicket. And when he bowled spin, it doesn't spin because he's still too fast.
just
and because he's so low, it's just like it doesn't spin, it just skids. So you.
Because I was talking to Dano, the rule is the bend in your arm that you start with, it can hold that line. You just can't bend it more.
Yeah.
But you can have a bend in your...
Yeah, and so when Freddie came out and started bowling some rocks, we thought, oh, fuck, he's a bit of a chucko, as you could expect. But then he got the stick in his hand and just saw plenty of baseball in him because his backswing, he starts here almost, and then when he finishes to his forward swing, his backhand comes off the bat and finishes like a fucking baseball player.
Well, he's playing with a real ball?
Yeah.
We had
Any
pads
pads? No
and
pads?
shit. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
We had
Well, yeah. Fuck me. I just don't even want to play anymore.
Bucks, how'd you go at cricket?
Yeah, I was all right at high school. I used to be a fast bowler. But I was just thinking about when we were talking about it. Like, you just forget like how old you're getting now. Like, we were up at Double Island a few weeks back, full driving, and the Vortex came out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I used to have a cannon
Oh,
arm.
yeah, and you used to
give me
hurl.
that fucking Vortex, I'll launch it. And I got it through as hard as I could, and I couldn't move. My
And you
shoulder
throw
was
your shoulder
done.
off, yeah.
Yeah, like no warm-up and stuff.
Nah,
just
no
fucking,
warm, just grabbed it, pegged it,
Yeah.
boom, out for like 10 minutes. It's like, I'll be sweet. I'll go back again, boom, sat down.
Yeah.
That's it, 2 throws.
Oh, especially with those vortexes, because you remember yourself, you're like, fuck, I used to be able to get it through the goalpost from like the 20, you know?
And they're fucking, they're light. So when you're throwing them, like, when you're throwing something light, you just fucking throw the whole arm and it just like ricochet.
Jerking it out
At
of
least when
place.
it's heavy or something, you can sort of, it's fucked. They're definitely not good for old joints. I'm not even that old. My shoulder fucking was just like...
Well, even like I said, that from yesterday, my shoulder is sore from fucking...
Oh, bro, last time... I don't know when it was.
Right. my elbow from that bend as I followed through.
Last time I was playing cricket and I was trying to bowl a couple of pace balls. Woke up in the morning and my whole right side of my body was just aching. Like, I had a fucking tight hammy from stepping, and then a tight as fuck tricep from just bowling 140 km an hour balls.
You start to sort of get an idea of all different sports and what makes them so challenging when you actually start trying your hand in them. So like, we went down the nets yesterday and we bowled probably maybe 100 balls each off 6 steps. and we were all fucking rooted. You imagine going out 38 degrees in Adelaide test or something and bowling off 25 metres. Fucking,
it's a bit different to do it for a living.
Yeah, I know.
Also those
physios whenever you want.
Yeah.
the fucking batters aren't staying out there for too long, the cunts either. So
Fucked it again, Freddie.
yeah, and I went off.
it just goes to show that that's how good you got to be to do it. If I tried to do that shit, I'd be fucking dead set dead.
But
No
even
chance.
batting in the nets, I gave it to the kid next. I was like, I'm fucking rooted,
Yeah, yeah.
man. Like take the pads, man.
Especially we didn't have all the gear. We just had like a front pad and a set of gloves. So
Cal-
you didn't lose. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a box in.
I had a box, no one else did, because I wasn't letting him chuck it at my dick. Fuck that.
No helmets. No helmets.
I had a lid, but we didn't put it on. Just
No.
because the only one bowling half track's Callum, and he bowls like 40k, so you
Yeah.
just slot him everywhere.
Can you imagine someone driving past and someone's got a lid on in those nets and sees the pace that we're
Yeah,
bowling
yeah,
at? They're
yeah.
like, what the fuck are these faggots doing?
You'd have to wear one if I was down there because every probably 9th or 10th ball, one's fucking slipping out of their hands and going
Just
full
going-
toss at your fucking forehead.
Yeah, but you pick the beamers up pretty quick. It's when it's a short, like just a short delivery, because you're so used to a bang, bang, bang. The short one comes and you go. Obviously, we don't pick up length too well. I'm just there ready to go. Please don't let the ball hit me, and then it comes up. Oh, and you fucking try and get out of the way.
Are they full length pitches?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
in
full
high
length,
school,
yeah.
we used to have you'd have it right at the start with the crease, and it'd go maybe a couple of meters, and then it was grass.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it started at like a good length.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you couldn't bowl short.
Oh,
Just had
okay.
to bowl
Fuck, that's what we need.
Yeah.
Or we need to just put like a fucking big,
Mattress.
like a mattress, yeah, blanket down or something. So if someone does bowl short, it takes a bit of zip off it.
But yeah, Cal got some work out. Got some work out because everything. If he bowled some shit, everyone
Yeah,
was like,
everyone just-
"Go for a run, cunt!"
Yeah.
And just smacked it.
He was fucking literally. It looked like three of us were playing cricket, and Cal was doing laps of the park because he was just getting dispatched.
Oh,
and he
man.
was wearing a wife beater, and he's put on a few kegs, so he looked like a big fucking sweaty old wife beater.
2 sizes
Jog-
too small.
Jogging the park.
Bucks, are you doing any sort of footy preseason? Are you playing again? For
No, I'm coaching.
Snakes.
Yeah, coaching the A grade up there. Yeah,
But not playing.
nah.
Ah, shit.
Because last year I went to play BRL at Brighton,
Yeah.
and then so in 2019 I tore my knee, and I didn't get surgery. I was supposed to, but it was sort of like I have a tear it, I don't play finals, and I was like, fuck, it's me last year anyway. Like I'll just have 10 weeks off, come back, and I'll be sweet. So did that. Played the season out, had a year off, and then I felt good, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to have a crack again. And yeah, we're just at pre-season one day, and it was like a little retreat. I just retreated 2 meters, hit the line, went to take off, boom, just did it.
Yeah.
And this other guy like pulled out of the 1.2, which was next. I was like, fuck, I can't pull out of the 1.2. He's pulled out.
Yeah.
It'll make me look like a pussy. So I was like, yep, sweet. Ran 6.5 minute 1.2. Like,
Just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah, like so bad.
Oh, boy.
And then it wasn't too bad. And then by the time Monday rolled back around, I just said to the coach, I said, fuck, I'm no good. Like, and then he was trying to get me back there. I said, mate, like,
Yeah.
I'm fucking pissed off. I can't go near footy, eh? So
Yeah.
had that year off, and then being at home doing nothing, fuck, drive you crazy, eh?
How do you reckon though you'll go? Because I've always thought that I won't coach again until I know that I can't be playing that. You know, like you think you'll be like being like, fuck, just give me your jersey, get me out there because you can't fucking it up. Like,
yeah, like that'll be hard.
yeah,
Like when I'll be like, fuck, like, yeah, run hard, you fucking.
yeah. And you get to your halftime spray, and you feel you start seething, and you just want to show them how it's done.
They're
You know?
men, so fuck them.
yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, because these two would go training BRL at Wests.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they'd be
Yeah.
in the thick of a pre-season.
It's not too bad.
Was
at
it
the moment.
hard on Friday night?
Yeah, I pulled my quad.
Did you keep going?
Yeah, I went through the session, but we got to like the last bit where it was just like going against each other, just working on plays and shit. And I was sitting on the sting and I couldn't even take off anymore. And I just, there was about 5 minutes left. So I just go, oh, mate, because they had odd numbers anyway. So I was like, you just jump on here. I got to sit off. But I didn't tell anyone. I was like, I'm not fucking going to put me in. I'm going, hey, I fucking hurt myself already. But it's all right now. I was just, I don't know, too much running. I was fucked. I wanted to die,
Yeah.
They got Kim and Triggs down there
Yeah.
doing the thing.
straight out of Christmas, eh? That's cooked.
Yeah.
That was the worst.
We did fucking the group I was in did contact of the second session back, and I was like, "Fuck this!" Got in there, and he was all about exposing ribs and just and every time Triggs or Tybo would walk past, he's like goes from your gentleman's 50% straight into hundies and just turning up, rib check. Oh, fuck. And you turn in the same way every time, so it's the same rib getting fucking hammered. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was a one of those Friday sessions where it's the weekend now, so you can just fucking forget about it.
Dana was off with the big dogs. That's why.
Was he?
Yeah.
Is that why he's wearing district champ shirt?
Yeah, he was. Dana was. He was doing extras before the extras with the fucking
I
halves.
got told to, cuz. I just do what I'm told.
And then he got put in. I got put in the group where.
Well,
we
they're
just
probably
got
watching his
pumped.
fucking vids from last season, and they see how many extras he has to do to actually be in the halves.
Yeah, exactly.
What vids? What
They
vids?
saw my 6-minute highlights.
Did you?
from
Yeah.
last
Did you
year,
even
which
play
was
enough
a whole
games to get a
season.
vid?
Yeah. The whole
I
vid
played
was-
more games than you, cunt. That's bad.
And that's
bro.
saying something because you're fucking hopeless. Oh, well.
Nah, but you'd cement that 14, yeah?
Hope so. I like 14.
Yeah. Just jump in
Just
anyway.
get that rough bit out of the way at the start, and I'll come in and try and get a bit of glory.
Bucks, what would you be playing yourself if you were actually going to play this season? Would you be putting yourself in
10.
centres or?
I'm 110. I'm the heaviest I've ever been. I'll be up front.
So since we've chatted, you got married as well?
Married, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It's-
Married.
Get married. and
Did you do any sort of honeymoon or?
Yeah, we went to Airlie Beach. So we got married like in between 2 lockdowns.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
yeah, if we got married,
So was it like September or something or?
no, it was July.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so-
Right after that June one.
Yeah, so the Saturday before the wedding, they lifted the lockdowns, so then we could have the wedding, and then 3 weeks later they went in lockdown again.
Yeah.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah, so we're pretty lucky.
What does a Mitch Buckett Bucks party look like?
Oh yeah, no, she was pretty wild. You know,
Who was your best man? Who organised it?
there's 2 guys that probably it's just me groomsmen. They organise it. So Porter, he had a fair
Yeah, I recognise Porter was.
he had a fair hand in it. His mate Luffy, a couple other boys, but yeah, she was pretty loose. We it was Ipswich Cup day, so yeah, we went
Not a
out,
very good story.
went out there on a party bus, and
Yeah.
but me mate had his Bucks party on the Thursday night Bronx game
That
so,
you were at.
yeah, so Thursday, and then they were kicking on the next day, and I was like, nah, like, I'm going home resting. Woke up Saturday morning, out to Ipswich, and then we come back in, got on the piss somewhere, and then we're at Johnny Ringo's, and then Porter ended up getting in Porter got like spear tackled into like a pillar like that. No
Yeah.
one's seen, like there was like 30 of us.
Was he provoking or?
Yeah, probably. Who knows? Like,
Yeah.
we didn't see it. Like,
Yeah.
no, we just like. So he just gets real sloppy drunk, like walking and like barging into people, but not trying to cock on. He's just walking fucked off his head, like. And he hit this guy that would have been like 7 foot, hey, and we're just like. So we're there putting fires out, going, this bloke, like he wanted to kill him. We're like, mate, it's all good, like blah blah. And then he was like, oh, well, your mate's just been fucking spear tackled into a pole. And we turn around, and boom, he's on the ground like this, and a big puddle of blood under him. We're like,
Oh fuck!
holy fuck. And then so I took him because he didn't know anyone else there. So
Yeah.
I had to leave me Bucks party early. Took him to hospital.
And that was the end of it.
That
For
was the end of it. Yeah.
Shit.
So, but it wasn't like in a way it was sort of getting to the end anyway.
Yeah.
So no, it wasn't too bad.
Oh, that's good. We had another friend of the show had his Bucks party this weekend, old Treno.
Yeah.
Been out partying with the best of them, carrying around his old ball and chain for the weekend.
Was that a plastic one, or did that have a bit of weight on it? You
I
reckon?
don't know. But
That
the
would have
big,
gave him a good workout.
the big fella
Shred
looked
a
like
few
he was
kilos.
he looked like he was in a fair state, and he was posting photos at his own Bucks, which is never fucking a really good idea.
Oh, no.
Probably put the phones away.
Yeah. All phones in a bucket. Eh?
Yeah. Once I saw photos coming from him, I was like, hey, probably not.
There's one of my mates who's another plumber. He went on a Christmas party and he told his missus that they were going out on a boat just in the river. But obviously Christmas parties, and he has a big plumbing company. There's going to be fucking strippers on it and shit. And there's like one of the boys posts a photo, and one of the sluts is in the photo pretending to give one of the other boys head. And then so he gets straight away, his phone starts blowing up because they fucking posted it like as soon as they took it. And he was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. We don't have girls here. She's like, well, I'm looking at a fucking girl that's pretending to give one of your apprentices head. He was like, yeah, there's girls here.
She's just the deckhand.
Yeah.
That can help her out.
They're the type of blokes that make you make
called
the
a dick
rules
hand.
of no phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Like most of them you can trust and not have to tell them what's what, because everyone should already know. But there's always one cunt
Yeah, and if you are gonna have phones, you like the boys are smart enough to like not post stupid shit. Like
If you take a photo or something, be like, that don't leave your phone, bro. Like
you show the boys and the boys only. Some people go a bit carried away.
Yeah, need like zip bags, you know. Everyone chuck it in here.
Yeah.
So yours, Bucks, so you Ipswich races and then just back into town.
Yeah,
after
got
that.
the bus back from the races into town.
Yeah.
Shit.
Everyone would have been in the state by then anyway.
Once we got on that bus, it just would have went. Like we finished the races, so drinks package all day.
Yeah.
Whatever, all day, and then got on that bus, and that hour 15 trip home was
huge.
It was big. We all walked into I don't even remember what the place is called, in the valley somewhere. We all walked in there just flying. So no, it was good.
Straight up, that's nice. That's really nice. When's your Bucks going, Keenan? Once you get the ring out, I guess.
yours will be before mine, can't?
Don't think so. Do not think so.
Why Trouble in Paradise?
Nah, I'm not that fucking.
Dano's got
since your district champ, bro, you just big dicking it around.
He's got 64
Next
more
is
date
world
nights
champ,
before that.
Wait for her to propose.
Yeah, that's it. I don't have to get down on a knee. I'm not sinking to that level.
It's
you know?
2022, mate. Make
It is.
He's got to at least tell us he's got plans like 400 more times before he's fucking going to start doing that.
Well, I'm not getting married until after Joel, and he's been with his missus 11 years, so that's probably a good
that's
number to
pushing
start
it.
So he's been with her
11.
since he was like 30. Fucking hell.
Took a second.
Always ripping into him. Sorry, Jolie.
Nah, fuck Jolly. Baldy head. Fuck.
I seen the photos that you posted on Facebook a couple of weeks ago where you were, I think you were 18, under 18s, and you had a photo with your mum. You're in your footy gear.
Oh, your mum when you were 18 would have been.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was your mum or your sister, but I'm pretty sure it was your mum. Anyway, you were fucking this. You were probably 50 kilos down, so 50, and you were a skinny fella, but you looked similar but real young still. And there was like a photo of you and your mum, and then the next one was a photo of you, your mum, and Joel, and he fucking looked exactly the same as he does now. I'm like, this cunt must have hit puberty when he was fucking 9, bro. Like, he looked like it was your dad, your mum, and you.
He was a hairy cunt.
How old is he?
25.
Fucking hell, yeah. He looked.
He's 26 this year.
He looks absolutely terrible.
Yeah. He's hit on the fucking downhill for a long time.
I don't want to see him after this because he'll probably flog the fuck out of me. But
he's away for work, so you don't have to worry about it. You can rinse him as much as you want. Yeah, fuck him.
He's one of those guys that he's like ages instantly, but then doesn't age for the next 20 years after that.
Yeah, he'll look the same until he's about 60.
But then when he hits 60, he's going to look like a fucking
he'll go
oldest
90,
cunt in the world.
and
then he's gone.
And then he'll fucking die, yeah.
He's like an Asian woman, eh? They just look the same till they're
And then they look real old.
Yeah, they look 30 until they're 100.
Yeah.
And then it's just,
and then they triple in age.
Yeah, man.
Like, I was not. I don't know.
What's
Yeah,
up?
what
I was going to say like you, but you looked like you were 19, and then the next year you look like you were 35, and now you're starting to look more 40s.
Nah, I look really young. I look still real young.
You look like Clint.
Nah, I don't.
Yeah,
No,
young Clint. You've got like a 1-2 punch.
That's one of the
going.
biggest insults of my life.
I knew you'd like that.
Mate, you obviously like the look of Clint because you're making fucking t-shirts about it.
Oh, man.
The illustration's pretty good. For those listening, we just put them up. There's 4 designs out. You can pick your own colours and mix and match and do what you want of our new AGM shirts.
Did you see that link, Bucks, at all? We put our just normal AGM shirt out, then we put the one Freddy Krueger holding a bag and a Corona. It's called Freddy to get Krugered.
No.
And then the other one is the sword fight duty official.
Yeah,
With the 2 strings of Pierce crossing.
And then just the
That's a
AGM.
typical you fucking like shit
Well,
quote.
you weren't around back then, but we had a fully fledged debate on the podcast.
You should have done
for
like a
long
screen
time.
printer you doing a bubbler instead.
Yeah, I'll take a photo of that, just print like this, and have goat across it as well.
For everyone that doesn't know, also for everyone that doesn't know, the Freddy Krueger shirt is based on a
local hero,
non-fictional character. He's a real man.
He's a local hero.
He gets to a point where he starts to fucking shrivel
So,
up and
early in the morning, and everyone's drawn in, sucked in.
and he can't speak English anymore.
when his skin's got no moisture left,
looking strung. Yeah.
and he's usually holding the Corona and the bag as well.
But anyway, head on to our socials.
Yeah,
check
the
out
links
the link.
the links in the bio.
We've
Yeah.
got links everywhere. We'll share it around again as well. And they're pretty cheap. I think the Freddy Krueger shirts are $20. And
Yeah,
the other ones
are like
30
$32 or
bucks.
something
And the
like
singlets to go. Now it's summer. It's
I
fucking
I
hot,
reckon
so-
that singlet one would sell the best. Will sell the best. Eh?
Yeah, well,
like,
they-
it's like this shit. Did you make that yourself one day? But it's like that, and it's just got AGM on it. But anyway,
Yeah, I just pulled my sewing machine out the other day. And fucking
Yeah.
You
sewed
cut
it
the
up.
sleeves off. We need to add zippers to that so we put the sleeves back on in the winter months.
Bucks. How do you go with your recruitment for your team?
Nah, it's pretty tough. The club's been in like a bit of a. It's sort of like they want players to want to play there kind of thing, and the comp's all about starting to get paid players and all other teams and that. And we've just sort of been against it for so long, so we're sort of struggling now because when I sort of came back there was a big group there, and we all sort of had that same attitude where it's love the club, love playing here, and then just kids these days they're not like that. Like
Yeah.
if someone gets offered $50 a game, they're like, oh fuck yeah, $50, I'll drive half an hour and get $50 a game.
Because they also want to say they're a paid player.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas fuck, $50, like big whoop.
Yeah.
But sort of struggling, but we'll just see how it goes. Hendo's coaching the cup up there.
Yeah.
So drop a few words with him and send us back some good players.
Yeah, make them dual register back
Yeah,
there.
he drops them back. So
Yeah. Because
But-
we could choose. I remember we could choose whoever we wanted to.
Yeah.
Like when we're up there.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, I just chose the closest. I think I was Warrigals.
Bribey.
Yeah, just because it was
should have
like.
been the Snakes, man.
Yeah, should have. It would have been shorter drive
Yeah.
because you forget that once you get
Yeah,
fucking
to the
Bribey, that
highway,
fucking
yeah.
bridge, man. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
24
You
minutes,
think, oh yeah, we're almost there,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
exit, and
That's
it's
the
like
worst
another-
thing to Rob. You get to the exit and you're only halfway because you got to go fucking. Oh.
My
'Cause
missus
you-
refuses to drive there, right?
Yeah.
It seems in your head like it's shorter than going to like the sunny coast, but it's not really.
It's the
Nah.
same fuck around.
But it's almost like Sunny Coast from Caboolture exit. You can get there in half hour easy.
Yeah.
And Bribey, it'd be to Woorham, it'd be 30 minutes. So
Yeah.
5 minutes longer you go to Caloundra.
Yeah.
But everyone just continues to tell themselves it's Bribey. It's only close. It's close. Oh, there's the exit. We'll be there soon.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, and he reckoned he'll get a few to send back.
Oh,
or-
no, I don't know. I doubt it. Like, he's obviously got to be a bit
Just putting the charm
Fair.
on
Is
it.
this Hendo's first time head?
of the coast.
Yeah,
Yeah, 10
Fucking
years
oath.
probably too late, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, his first gig there. So I sent him a couple of weeks back. But yeah, he'll just do it. He'll have to do it evenly. He can't.
Yeah, can't
Yeah,
lopside one.
Maroochydore might get a bit of a fucking sweet hand there
Oh,
because that was his
fucking
club.
oath,
So
man. Yeah.
But yeah, no, hopefully he gives us something.
Have you
Yeah.
started a pre-season yet?
Yeah, we did a few before Christmas. I think we did 3 weeks.
Jeez.
Nothing big or anything.
Yeah.
Like no play, nothing. Like it was just simple skills and weights and
Yeah.
running. That was it.
And what is that? 2 nights a week training?
Yeah, Tuesday, Thursdays. Yeah.
See, these boys as well with the West, they're just doing, at the moment, they're just doing the 2 nights, the Tuesday, the Friday.
Yeah.
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 Fuck, that's
Yeah,
good.
I think,
Tuesday,
yeah,
Friday's good.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Well, I think it's because they're down at the club. They got gridiron on still on Thursdays, I think. So it'll be Tuesday, Friday until they finish, whenever the fuck that is. And then I'm assuming it'll go back to Tuesday, Thursdays, and then some Fridays you'll get captains run and stuff like that. So
Hopefully, he's just
keep it
skipping
open.
Fridays.
Yeah. Well,
No, it's not too bad.
Fridays is good.
Fridays is good, like this time of year, because you get there and you knock over train and you finish by 7:30 and it's still almost daylight and you fucking have a shower and have a beer or do whatever you want. You still got fucking.
But it also keeps you from getting on the piss too early on a Friday.
Yeah. Especially there's no games around, so it doesn't really matter too much.
Everyone's like, "Oh, training Friday's good because you won't get on the piss." It's like we fucking finish at 7:30, bro. That ain't gonna stop anyone. They'll be fucking straight home.
There's 40 blokes in one area on a Friday.
Yeah, that's right.
It's all go to bed.
A dealer's paradise. I'm just hanging around in the darkness.
Freddie, why are you coming to training again? Oh, nothing.
Because supposedly Ecstasy's on the way back. Am I right, dog?
You'd know.
Weren't we talking
I'll
about
take
this
your word
last
for it.
week?
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Not on here.
What's the go with that?
What's that?
Just pingers coming back to life.
Maybe cunts are just getting a lot of presses again and just fucking pushing their MDMA into those presses.
To be fair, they died quick.
Yeah.
Fell off a cliff and now comebacks on. Some of the old heads might fucking get stuck back in.
Oh, bro. I
Bro,
remember-
Freddie's going to be buying a new
I
fucking
remember.
house, new car next year and shit.
I remember on my second
Not anymore.
ACL, just sitting in my house with my mate that when my first house that we bought, up on the couch just all day, just little tiny spoon, just cap and empty, mate. Just fucking hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Yeah. Just a mate would come over, go, here's the bag, here's the caps. I'll come back this afternoon. I just sit there watching fucking probably Entourage just so I can cap it all day.
He's just selling himself out straight out to the fucking anyone else that's listening.
Yeah, well, I was talking like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. You still did it, bro.
Yeah.
You just.
but you can't get done for drug diversion 10 years old.
Yeah.
It's
What
what
do
he's
you
doing
mean?
now
He's
that
still
he's got to
doing
worry
it, so
about.
this is going to come back to haunt him.
Hey, what's your address again?
Clint Dolan lives at. Oh man, you want to get into some shit?
Go on, show us.
Well,
I couldn't
It's
find.
tough. We can't
It's
talk
fucking-
much about footy at the moment because there's nothing going on.
Not a lot happening, eh?
And I don't really care too much for it at the moment either.
The only big story coming out of the NRL is the amount of cunts who got COVID. So like the Titans came out and said there's like almost 20 of their top 30 have got or had COVID.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking intense.
It's not too bad at the moment though because
That everyone's vaccinated, so it's not really
in
affecting
the
people too much.
last month, now that everyone's getting it, it's coming and going quick.
Yeah, and it's
rather
not
than,
affecting you,
Like
'cause, like-
before, people would have to stop ship for a long time and fucking shut everything down. Now you can keep running through and everything. Like people fucking can get, if they test
Yeah.
after their 7 days
that
or
they can
whatever,
come out,
they're
yeah.
sweet and it's back to normal.
And it's not really affecting people as much when they're vaccinated. Like before, like everyone was vaccinated. If you got it, and you'd still fuck you up if you weren't vaccinated. Like you'd get it, you'd recover, but your respiratory system still wouldn't be fully recovered. So there's stories of a pro rugby union player in Japan who got it before he was
Blake
vaccinated.
Ferguson?
No, he got in trouble, not COVID. But
What did he do again?
Ferguson, he's just typical rugby league player stuff. Just
What?
Dingers
Abuse
are
a
back.
woman or
no,
something?
Oh, you can got
Well-
caught with a baggie.
Yeah, but we'll talk
Ah.
about that once the court case is finished. We don't want to make assumptions on this podcast.
How's the garage door? Remember that joke that didn't go too well?
Yeah, that was No.
Yeah.
That's not very good.
I think that's when Roddy stopped coming on the
Yeah,
show.
You scared him off, Christian. But yeah, like a Japanese rugby player, he got COVID, fit as, and then recovered from it. But his respiratory system was never the same. He just struggled to ever get back to fitness or back to form, and he just couldn't do it anymore. But now that everyone's vaccinated, it's coming and going, and players are all right. But
Bucks, you got it yet?
I must have, yeah. If I go for a jog, I'm fucking struggling.
His respiratory system's never recovered.
Yeah, I've never recovered. Yeah.
It's a good one to use, like like how a lot of people use CTE now, like fucking anything that like I can't remember that must have been hitting the head too much. It's like, oh fuck, I can't do these stair runs. I must have COVID.
No one in my household had it, so
Yeah,
the old black lung.
and your wedding was fully open at the time. Like you could do everything you wanted to do, or
we weren't supposed to,
yeah,
but the venue they were good.
They were sweet.
It was everyone had to wear masks except for the bridal party.
yeah.
20 people dancing and all that, but so they made them wear masks until we came back from our photos, and then it was just play on, like it was just like a normal night out, so it was good.
Tight. That's what you want.
Fuck, they were unreal, hey, like because obviously bar tabs, if you don't drink it like too bad, they
Yeah.
just go, oh whatever, like you didn't drink it. But we put down an extra $1,000 for the last hour and probably had like
Just on the spot, you're like chucking another
yeah,
grand
so we had
on.
a drinks package for X amount of time, and then we ran out. We paid for another hour. We prepaid another hour, and then we had an hour at the end. And then I said, "Yeah, rightio, chuck $1,000 on." I got to like 20 to 12, and they said, "Oh, we're about to shut the bar." And I said, "How much is left?" And she's like, "Oh, $300 and something bucks." And I'm like, "Can you pour $300 worth of drinks and just leave them on the bar?"
Yeah.
She was like, "Yep." So she just did it. There was all these drinks on the bar,
Oh, that's sick.
but fuck, it was rough. Like,
Yeah, lucky Freddie wasn't at your wedding, so his drinks standing on the bar. Everyone who picks one of them up is going home in a bag. Yeah. What do you got for us, Freddie?
Oh god! Well, this is. I think this is about. Is this Holmes? Cowboy Star reveal positional switch. Valentine Holmes talking about
had to be a stitch up this, didn't it?
training about for centre. Was it?
Yeah, they're saying like a Tom Dragojevic fit. That's what they were
So
saying.
what,
really?
just like a Roma
Offloading
sort of
centre.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
So it
Compare
says
that
here,
to someone else, surely.
Valentine Holmes will start the season playing at centre,
Left
but
centre.
has revealed he's been given the license to roam the field.
The thing with that is, like, he's getting paid enough money. They're going to have to find something to do with him. Like, he's a world-class winger, but planting him on the wing, you sort of just
He's like a $1 million a year player, isn't he? Like he's
his first year was $1 million. I think he's on like 900 for the next 3 or something after that. But when you got that much money sitting on the ding, people start fucking just getting a bit upset that you've gone out and spent that much money on your wing. So if they put him in there and give him a bit of a roaming license and then try and validate their purchase of him, and I don't know, I don't see it working too well. He's got the talent for it, I guess, but I don't know.
It'll be all good until fucking there's a quick turnover and then there's no one on that fucking left centre and they're fucking running through the gap and he's on the other side.
Yeah, I think it works well for Trbojevic at Origin level because everyone there is top class and they can sort of cover if he's not there, and he's fucking one of the best in the world.
Fucking ground easy.
Yeah,
and he jogs around the field,
does what he wants when he wants. But
is it also kind of show that they don't think they have the talent in the centres for him able to play wing, like because he's so fucking good on the wing outside, like great, you know.
Well, they should have the talent in the centres because they had a couple of good young players come through, and they bought Peter Hiku from the Warriors. He's a bit of a gunner. He played really well last year, and I don't see how they'd pick him in the centres over those guys unless there was some sort of a plan for him to be that like roamer and maybe revitalise his career a bit after fucking having a holiday over in America.
He's wearing a lot of. He likes the
zinc.
His skin doesn't.
He looks really white there. Like not with the zinc. I didn't even realise that was him.
Like he must have to lose a few kegs. Surely not wearing longs on.
Yeah.
It looks like in pads as well.
Or if he's got that much zinc on his face, he's obviously scared of getting sunburned.
What do you think of the bras that they all wear?
Yeah,
stupid,
but a lot of them have the sensor things in them too.
Yeah,
so they've got
thing,
a sensor thing, and the bra holds the titties in spot while the sensor does its thing.
Yeah,
I'm going to start
holds the
with
Yeah,
titties.
we should start repping them just on here, straight bras.
Fuck no, not a chance.
And then your mum will be the next guest, man.
Christy's pregnant, bro. Your missus is pregnant. You're talking about getting some milk on here. She's fucking top of the list.
What'd you say, Bucks? Sorry.
Oh fuck! I
Thinking about Christy's milk now.
Yeah, we talked about milk.
Yeah. Oh fuck! But yeah. So that's that one.
I reckon with that whole thing with Holmes, like, yeah, they paid $1 million for him, and now he's on 900 and that. But they paid it thinking he was going to be a fullback. Like, it didn't work out. Like, you don't have to fucking search for a spot. Like, if he's gun on the wing and he's not good enough at fullback, and you've got good centres, like, why?
Yeah.
Just like it's just pride, then, isn't it? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're scared of what other people are going to think.
Exactly.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
especially when you got a bloke that can fill the fullback position with fucking the hammer.
Well, the thing is, when he goes to the wing, he's one of the best wingers.
Yeah.
So they're moving him there to try and validate their purchase of $1 million, where it's just to your pride, pay him $1 million to be on the wing and be one of the best wingers.
Yeah. Also, be the best wing in the comp. Be a fucking goal kicking winger.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. You still add value to the side, and he scores a lot of tries, and he doesn't fuck many up. And he's kicks at a decent clip. He kicks near 80%.
And it's not like he's just a club winger. He's a Queensland Australian winger.
Yeah.
But also 5 years ago, $1 million for a winger would sound fucking insane. But they're getting paid more and more money these days, like good wingers, because like I feel like wingers are starting to come more back into it because they're being utilised more and doing more.
Toto.
Yeah, he's
one of the fucking most important players in that team.
Yeah. And he's worth fucking heaps to that side. Like, if you look at splitting your salary up and how much work he does compared to fucking everyone else, he's almost got that fucking percentage of the salaries tied up. That
you got some wingers that do fuck all in the meters, carries, and that.
Yeah.
And they just finish. Well, he finishes and he makes meters like a front row forward.
That's
like,
right.
Breaks tackles, skittles defenses.
You know, like he's no Oates, but he's getting close to that shit.
So he's good.
He's shaped his life this year, he reckons.
That's what he says.
He's no Oates, which means he's half decent because Oates is gone.
I'd seen the thing
Corey's
about
back
Oates
for your
saying
sake.
that he played bad last few years because he wasn't looking after himself and he wasn't fucking committing to it. But it's like, that sounds like a bit of a shit excuse because you can't not commit if you're playing NRL. But also,
that's right. It's
all
like,
you do.
give it to any of us cunts, and we'd fucking, if you would throw that money at us, we will fully commit.
Yeah.
You know.
but also now if he's saying he's putting in the more work, right? Fair enough if you're getting a bit fitter or you're looking a bit slimmer, but Are you fucking doing some speed training as well?
Are you
cunt?
doing some
Because
fucking...
no one wants to see you run on a fucking treadmill again this year. Because if you're gonna, the wingers that we've got these days that you're coming up against, if you're running the same speed that you were last year, you're gone.
I'm not worried about the speed. I'm worried about him doing some video.
He was a big old horse and he used to gallop down that motherfucker.
Fuck, he'd get some momentum up, eh?
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the speed. It's more the video, because the amount of times he got beat last year when he got a chance, like they'd just be scoring points down that edge because he'd be planted between the center and the winger and not going either way. And then
but you know why he does shoot a lot, because he knows if they get outside of him, he's not going to get him.
And if he can take an intercept, he used to be able to go all the way. Now he takes one and just gets run down by halfway.
And shooting's the cop out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like shooting's the I shot in and they still like that's me out of the picture. It's not my fault. I'm just following my center. When you when you went down when you were doing the South Sydney thing, right? Were you like, all right, I'm fully in, I'm gonna do everything? Like, did you know what I mean? Like, you're like, I'll cut the piss, I'll concentrate fully. Or
nah, see, I think about it now. I would have drank way less than I would have when I was up here. I only went out I didn't have mates outside of the footy, so I only went out if some people were going out. But I honestly think I was just too raw back then. Like, I reckon I needed another 2 years of cup before going down there. Like, fuck, I didn't learn how to defend properly as a centre until like the next season at Wynnum. Like, I was just like, it clicked. Yeah. When you're there, you got to sort of, that's sort of the thing for me where I just felt like I was a bit out of the picture because I didn't understand the game as well as they were tossing up. Like, I was fit as fuck. Like, back then, I could run forever. So all that stuff, I'd rip into that. But then you see, like, other players, like I'd finish con and I'd be fucked. Like, that'd be it. We'd all be fucked. And then George Burgess, he'd get on the rower inside and do 10 1-minute stints, 1 minute break.
Because of his growth hormones.
Yeah, straight after. We were all like dead and he's just on the rower.
Yeah. His jaw's just pulling that fucking
the fucking roller off the ground too. Like, fuck.
Just goes to show, like, when all these young players come in, they get thrown in the deep end. They talk about young kids getting an opportunity and not really shining. As Bucket said, when he was going through it, he wasn't really ready for it straight away, and sometimes it takes that bit longer. And then once those sort of kids get pushed back to play cup or whatever after debuting, like Suwali did it last year, and everyone's fucking blowing up because he's like the next big thing. But Trent Robinson's obviously identified he's not really ready yet. Yeah. And he might not be ready for another couple of years. And putting him in early could be stunting his growth more than like sort of bringing him up. So it's a good insight into fucking like how well you need to know the game to play in the NRL.
It's also looked like, because I was looking through your photos, which I did before I chose you on a horse, which I thought was so classic. I was looking at your photos, and when you were with the South Sydney, when you're trialing, you can tell that when you're at Wynnum, you'd grown into your body. Yeah. Like you were like, man, you looked like that. You're like, you knew exactly what you were doing. Where down in South Sydney, you still kind of looked a bit scrawny for buckets. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, so I went down there because I used to play at like 91. I was 91 kilos, could not put on weight. And then that I got signed in, I think it was like August or something. I think August or whatever. And then I was like, fuck, I've got to put some weight on. Like, yeah. Oh no, it wasn't that. Redcliffe. I signed for Redcliffe for the next season, and I was like, I'll put some weight on to get ready. And so I got up to like 98, and I was like, fuck yeah, like how good's this? Like, perfect. And then went down, Simon South went down there. I was like, 98, that's good. Ball. 2 months, I was down to 90 again. Like, I lost 8 kilos like that.
Just because of the
con, yeah. So I was fucking 90 kilos, like scrawny as fuck. Yeah. And then got up to 98. So first time I've ever done gym properly. Like, remember at Seneca's, we did CrossFit as our gym circuit.
Right. Like, this is no bullshit. 1 year we come back and they're laying a new concrete pad, and we're like, what the fuck's going on that concrete pad? They put up a CrossFit rig so we could just do chin-ups in between our cons. So we used to run out, come in, chin-ups, like just
fly chin-ups too.
Fly the butterfly. So we just like fuck. But also, it wasn't even. They didn't even have the hooks for the racks or anything. It was just for a chin-up thing. But I remember we went to I don't know if you went to it, but we went to the actual a cinema where we watched this guy show us what CrossFit was. And I was thinking, what the fuck is, you know? And obviously the circuit training has its place, but we were like doing legit just CrossFit.
Like
bar muscle ups. They were trying to get us to do and shit.
Man, that's before I played come up to cup. we did a session on a Thursday, and it was as many 100-kilo deadlifts as you could do in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
We had 4 people with their backs cooked
Yeah,
for the game on the weekend. 4 people pulled out.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are they doing? And like, you know, like footy weights, like what's CrossFit going to do?
Yeah.
Like, we run like fuck anyway. Like,
Oh, that's
boys
it.
just need to put weight. Like,
Yeah, that was
muscle mass on.
that was kind of before Scotty though kind of took over.
was the year before
yeah,
Scotty.
because Scotty came in and a legit strength and conditioning program for us, where it was strength and conditioning was a part of not a part of our like actual cardio.
Yeah, well, you're doing all that CrossFit is more like muscular endurance type of thing and building strength, whereas you're already fucking fit and like your endurance is good. You just need to put on like that like lean like mass, like you need to put on muscle and size.
Strength, but
like
also don't
strength,
get us to rep out fucking deadlifts and then go out and do 50-meter sprints and shit.
yeah,
for your hamstring just going twing.
Every Islander in the team had a fucking injury. And fucking
Look, what were we saying there? We said something. Oh,
Scotty.
yeah. So obviously, you know how like all the drug cheating and that sort of just came out of nowhere and started. Like it never really happened in the NRL or anything. We never really heard much about it.
yeah.
So I reckon that was sort of like 2011. I reckon, because I remember, I was saying, I was 90 kilos, 91 kilos, couldn't put weight on.
Yeah.
And Scotty's like to me, man, you need to put weight on. Like I've got these things, like we get into them. These things, they're called peptides.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've
He's like Cronulla's doing it.
yeah, like
I got the inside word from Galleys.
I'm sitting there going, fuck, I don't know, like, do I do this? But
Yeah.
like, I was never big on gym, so I just said to myself, like, I don't do fucking gym, so who cares? Like,
Yeah.
I don't need it. Probably should have, would have been handy.
But Scotty was carved out of stone, man. Like,
Yeah.
It's all peptides.
Yeah, that's why. Oh man.
But that was before we knew that was even, like, he might have known it was illegal, but fucks me, I had no idea.
Yeah, I at that stage I had really didn't know anything about peptides.
Yeah, I
I
didn't know
knew
what the
I
word
just
was.
Steroids.
Yeah, just
I
steroids.
still know a lot about them.
So does his bum cheeks.
A bit too much.
And I don't know what the fuck it's doing because it's certainly not working.
I'm not doing it at the moment because I was getting called Puff-Face Daddy, so I've stopped it. Yeah.
You've actually you've slimmed down. I can see your jawline now.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
know.
just straight neck to face.
Yeah, you go from strung out to puffy face real quick, like almost weekly.
He must be injecting him in his neck, cunt, instead of the fucking other parts that he's supposed to be getting
Tell us
bigger.
a bit
No,
about,
have you seen his
clenbuterol,
leg?
eh?
Looks
What's
like
that?
a pin cushion.
I said, you've lost a bit of weight. Tell us a bit about
Yeah,
clenbuterol.
Clem really rips you up. Yeah. No, I've never done that because every fucking feedback I get is like everyone's like my heart felt like it was about to pound out of my chest. I'm like, oh well, I'm not touching that shit.
Yeah, just do 100 whippets instead.
You sweat more. And I'm
Or
like,
take
fuck,
20 Xanax.
I sweat like fuck anyway. And they're
Yeah.
like, you just sweat. I was like,
When you're on it,
I'm like, if I had that, I'd die. Like,
Yeah.
I sweat bad now.
yeah. Oh, bro, when I've touched juice, just the rare times in my life, but man, you sweat profusely, bro.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing, nearly. Like I've been in gyms and I'm just like, this is fucking. I gotta leave. This is too embarrassing.
I was at a job site one day at Albion, and the receptionist there, a young, good-looking girl, and I was working in the car park, and it was fucking hot, and I was just drenched. And I walked out, and I returned the keys to her. I was like, "Oh, here's the keys." She's like, "Oh, dude, you're hot." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm so sweaty." And she's like, "Yeah, it's gross." I was just like, "Fuck." Like, what do you? Yeah,
I'm trying to make some crust here. Fucking leave me alone.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you know it's gross. I feel it. Like,
Yeah.
you don't need to fucking tell me.
Yeah, man. There's like sometimes where it's like I'm doing my thing and then Chrissy's like, sweat just dripped into my fucking face.
What do you mean by doing your thing?
My thing, bro.
Tapping the headboard.
Yeah. Knocking boots, man.
Really seems trying to get her in an armbar.
Bumping uglies. Okay, next fucking
Babe,
issue.
you want to see what I learned at Jits last night? Doing this new thing.
She's like, what, getting tapped
Yeah,
down?
yeah, getting choked out again. Anaconded.
What do we got here?
Be a fan of pegging, wouldn't you?
Oh man, anything that'll get me off the panel. This was what I go off. This is just I brought up if we wanted to talk about this, but it's a bit early. But it's at the actual schedule for next year. But I didn't know what the fuck we talk about.
Well, round 1, Bronx got South, which is pretty good, and then round 3, Rabbits, round 3, Roosters play Rabbits, which is Latrell Mitchell's first game back from his suspension, and they've sort of teamed that up. So it's Latrell comes back against the Chooks, which will be a big fucking blockbuster sort of affair. So there's a lot of the scheduling they've done is actually pretty smart. A lot of grudge matches in the first couple of rounds, and then it breaks up a bit through the middle part of the year, and then comes back into grudge time at the end of the year. So they've sort of done it smart.
And at the moment, has there been any word on like there's no bubbles or hubs or anything? They're just at the moment it's going to be because Queensland's opened its border fully. So
so it's going to be one of those things you play by ear because all the state governments are on a different page at the moment. So it just depends.
They can't really make people do that anymore because they promised everyone with being vaccinated. But
the problem is with that, if you're going to let everyone just come and then all your players are getting sick every week,
well, that's
then
if it starts happening, then they'll just be like, okay, guys, it's getting a bit out of control. We might not have a squad.
If they're sick.
Because we need a larger pool of players.
I could say they're probably just going to have full freedom because you can't fucking turn around and say.
Well, that's what they did for the Big Bash, and then they started realising, fuck, we've got no players left. So then the Big Bash
we got heaps of players. They did so good the other night. Fucking.
Well, the Big Bash went
6 for a duck.
The heat.
6 ducks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking dog shit.
The Big Bash went into a bubble.
Fucking embarrassing.
Hey, they're still in the finals picture. They're still fucking
paying
teams
Chris Lynn
worse
fucking
than
$1 million a season to get 7 runs a game.
Who's that?
Chris Lynn.
And then we get bumped off a table at the fucking Breakfast Creek.
We didn't.
Freddie,
you got
gets real heartbroken when you mention his name. That comes straight to his mind.
I just can't believe that, man. It's so funny.
Freddie's never moved over for a bloke who's the same size as him before.
Did you hear that? Bucks, what happened is we were at the fucking, and we were fun of our boys Lady, who's hilarious from West Mitchie, and he was sitting there, and the guy comes over, and he's like, hey guys, just want to let you know we need to move you on from this table because we've got a guy coming. I've got a guy and get some guests coming in. And then Laney's like, so who is it? And he's like, I don't want it. It's Chris Lynn. And Laney's like, come back over here. He's like, did you say Chris Lynn? He goes, we're getting fucking bumped for Chris Lynn. He goes, are you embarrassed that you just told us that? And then the waiter's like, the young dude's like, I actually am. I'm really sorry, guys, but it's my boss telling me that. And then we get moved. Chris Lynn never fucking shows up. So I'm so off him.
Wow.
Yeah. Obviously didn't have a barber's appointment.
I've got a
He knew, I reckon, too. He just wanted to move you on.
Joel's got a video of his mate Bo, who was on the piss one night at I think it might have been at the Breaky Creek, and he's standing there at the trough. And he's having a piss, and Chris Lynn's at the trough next to him, and he's fucking just started his video. He had his piss, and pans over and goes, "Oi, Linny."
Did he have a cock on him?
Hey, Linny, let me shake your dick. He goes, "Fuck off, idiot." He goes,